After Italian singer and world icon Andrea Bocelli made his debut in India in 2016, his supremely talented son Matteo Bocelli is set to collaborate with the iconic Indian singer and composer Amaal Mallik along with the melodious twin sisters Prakriti and Sukriti Kakar. As we have the supremely talented singers here with us today, let us indulge in a quick chat session with them and know more about their collaboration and journey so far. First of all, Matteo, welcome to
Hi,
India.
thank you.
So what exactly convinced you to mark your debut with these talented musicians?
But as you said, they're talent, they're superstars, and when I knew that I was going to make this collaboration with them, I was very emotional. And this is my debut in India. It's the first time that I come here to this beautiful country, and to me, it's a big honor to make it with all of these talents. And so thank you very much for having me, and I hope that you will enjoy this song very much.
Your father, Andrea Bocelli, visited India a couple of years ago. Were there any tips that he gave you before you explored Indian music?
Well, he always gives me a lot of tips, but as you can imagine, now it's time for me to walk with my legs and with my feet, and so he gave me a lot of suggestion in the past years, and now he's just leaving me to do my work with freedom, because it's good that I make my experiences by myself. But he was very happy for me to be here, because he has a lot of beautiful memories in this country, and so yes, I mean, I'm super excited.
Amaal, you have already collaborated with Prakriti and Sukriti earlier. So how was your experience working with an international artist this time?
I think we all three together already have done a song with Dua Lipa. So that has already happened. We three are the first Indians to do a song with her. And it was a very successful remix. And उसके बाद यानी हम लोग के भी mind में था कि if we do something again, and if it's a global song, it should not be just random. It has to be meaningful. It has to be something which is going to be immortal and forever. And that was the effort. I think हम तीनों ने साथ में जब भी काम किया, वो चाहे dance tracks हो या we do melodious songs, all the work between us three is something which people from our generation and younger to us are going to carry in their hearts for good next 10-20 years. That's what I believe. So और ये गाना मुझे तो लगता है यानी इसी साल आएगा, second half of this year. मुझे लगता है मेरे one of my top 10 compositions में है, शायद top 5 में है. And hopefully जिस तरीके से मैं श्योर हूँ and हम लोग ने मेहनत की है इस पे, I think it will be forever. यानी ये वो एक गाना है जो मुझे लगता है कि 10, 15, 20 साल के बाद भी इसको कोई कभी फ़ोन पे कहीं भी सुनेगा या कोई भी इंसान इसे कनेक्ट करेगा, it will never lose its charm. ऐसा म्यूज़िक करने में हम लोग बिलीव करते हैं, एंड वही हम लोग ने किया है. एंड आई होप पीपल लिसन टू मिस यू अमोरे, यादें है तेरी, एंड दैट्स व्हेन वील नो ट्रूली दैट हाउ मच हमारी मेहनत रंग लाई है.
After working with Matteo, so is there any trait that you'd like to imbibe from his music or him, like as a musician,
I think his baritone is something which ऐसे गाने और ऐसी गायकी what his vocal is in this song, वैसा बहुत कम आपको हिंदी गानों में यानी इंग्लिश गानों में भी आजकल बहुत कम सुनने मिलता है. सब लोग बहुत हाई पिच्ड या फॉल्सेटो गाते हैं, बट ही सिंग्स लाइक हाउ मेन sang all throughout all these years. So he's यानी वो सुन के मुझे भी लगता है कि मैं कभी कभी अपने शोज में अभी ऐसे गाऊंगा कि असली आवाज जो है इनकी वॉइस में there's no adulteration, there's no मिलावट. He sings from the heart and in his own style, which is what helps this be a real good collaboration. Both the girls have sung it like proper Hindustani pyari naris, and he sung it like an Italian dude. So it's a good mix of both.
Prakriti, well, you have already worked with Amaal, of course, and your sister Sukriti. How was your experience having an international artist on board, like Matteo?
I think we're super excited. I always say this. I think that collaborations are so special and they're so important for your music to travel. And just I'm so excited about Miss You Amore and यादें है तेरी particularly क्योंकि अगर आप देखें तो नॉन फिल्म में एंड इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक जितना भी सुकृति एंड मैंने एक साथ बनाया है वी ऑलवेज डन समवेयर क्लोज टू लाइक डांस सॉन्ग्स परफॉर्मेंस और डांस बेस्ड म्यूजिक वीडियोज although I feel like my personal forte and like what I personally like to listen a lot more is romantic songs and ballads, and I've been meaning to do a song this meaningful. Could be a heartbreak, could be a romantic song. So I think I've been looking for singing something like this in a very long time, and I'm just so glad that this collaboration could happen in the most meaningful way. And like Amaal said, it's there's so many songs and there's so many songs that are beautiful, but I feel like this is my favorite song. And it's always been a favorite since I sang it. The lyrics are so beautiful, the melody is so enriching. After very long, I feel like there's such a good blend of two worlds coming together in a song. And I think the first time I heard Matteo's voice on the song, I think I remember sitting in the car and I didn't know what to expect at the time because we had just done one Zoom call, and I'd of course heard his songs, but the way he sounded in that melody, which I was so used to just hearing in Hindi lyrics, I was just so blown. And I think for me, I just wanted everyone to hear it. And I have played it to a few, musician friends of mine, and everyone seems to love it. So I just can't wait for more people to, hear it. And I think it's a song for our generation, but also for all the other generations. I think the kids, the older people, everybody will love it. So I'm just looking forward for it to come out in the second half.
So, Matteo, as English lyrics have been written by you exactly for the song, what inspired you while writing the song?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I share the English lyrics together with Sridhar Solanki, that also has Indian origins. And he's, first of all, a big friend of mine. And so it's always amazing to work with him. And so I want to thank him as well for this. And as they were already saying, this is a heartbreak song. It's a love song, especially it's a ballad. I always consider myself a romantic soul, and this is the reason why I really feel very comfortable and into this song. And what can I say? I have to say like a big thank to Amaal for inspiring me with his music, to these two amazing stars, to inspire me with their voices. And yes, I'm here. I'm still trying to realize this situation, because I'm very emotional for this debut in this market, and I think it's always amazing when you connect even two countries, no? And so in this case, in particular India and in Italy, but we hope to reach many people in the world. And yes, this song should be out at the end of this year, and so we can all wait to let you listen to the song.
Well, I'm sure your father must be providing you with the critical feedback for your music. Is there any the most effective feedback that you've ever received from him?
Feedback. Let's say that when I compose, when I sing, most of the time I don't share, just because I think that we all have to do our own path. But sometimes when I get something that I really get excited about, I share it with him. And one suggestion of his is always useful, even because he's more than 30 years. He has a 30 years career, so a suggestion is always very important, and I always like to listen to his opinion. And but even on this song, he was very, very happy and surprised, and so when we get many positive feedbacks is a good point of start. Then we'll see.
So Sukriti, we all know that Amaal is a tremendous composer and a fabulous singer, I would say. We'd like to know how is he during the rehearsals, like during the recording. We have seen him on screen, but yes.
I think our relationship with Amaal is so special because not only do we work on songs together, we've also grown up together, and I think we all have been a part of each other's journey, I think, for the last 13 years or more. And even Amaal and Arman, both the brothers, and all of us, we came to Bombay, and we've always been like, they, I think, have been my first friends in the city. So I think everything else aside, our personal relationship is also like really special to me, and he's always been there for me. Some of my biggest songs have been with him, so it's always going to stay. But I think Amaal has a lot of sides to him. He can be extremely funny, extremely liberating in the studio. Because obviously he knows us on a personal level, he lets us be and lets us do our thing, which I don't always find with other music composers, because they don't really let you be and give you the kind of liberty that you want in the studio. But I think he knows my singing and my texture better than me sometimes, so he exactly knows how to make me sing, which is really nice. And I think something that I've always discussed with him is also that I really also believe, and I want to this year sing a lot of like romantic songs, and I think this is my first romantic song ever with him. So and I knew only Amaal could, have me sing that, because I think in my entire career, I've always been the person who sung dance songs. But this song is going to obviously, give it a different flavor for me, and I'm really, really excited. And otherwise, yeah, I think I learn a lot around him, and I always will continue to do that.
So Amaal, please tell us more about the special song that that you guys have been working on. And also take us through the process of creating this amid the pandemic.
Pandemic or no pandemic, I think for me, my whole life has always been on lockdown.
Yeah, he doesn't get out of it.
यानी इन लोग के साथ कभी कभी बाहर जाता हूँ, इन लोग मिल जाते हैं या प्लान बनता है तो हम लोग बाहर जाते हैं, नहीं तो मैं हमेशा अपने स्टूडियो में रहता हूँ. और कहीं ना कहीं ये एक ऐसा गाना है जब बहुत सारे लोग मेरे लाइफ से दूर होने लगे. मैं दोस्तों के साथ भी कम हैंग आउट करने लगा, मॉम डैड सब लोग से थोड़ा थोड़ा दूर था. तो उस एक फेज में ऑब्वियसली लॉकडाउन था, और कोई मेरे घर भी नहीं आ सकता था, मैं कहीं जा नहीं सकता था. उस दौरान उस खालीपन में और उस एम्प्टीनेस में मुझसे ये एक गाना बना. एंड कुणाल वर्मा ने इसके हिंदी लिरिक्स लिखे हैं, एंड श्रीधर हैज रिटन द इंग्लिश वर्स. So I think this song found its way through emptiness. यानी वो बहुत ज़रूरी है, एक यानी मैं जानता नहीं अभी ऑर्डर वाइज कहाँ पे आएगा ये गाना इन टर्म्स ऑफ नंबर्स, बट मैंने ऑलमोस्ट 90 गाने कर लिए है. उसके बाद एज एन आर्टिस्ट यू फील कि मैं क्या करूँ, और यानी हाउ डू आई अगेन विन फर्स्ट. ऑडियंस का दिल जीतना तो हमेशा एक आर्टिस्ट, हर आर्टिस्ट चाहता है, बट खुद को खुश करना बहुत मुश्किल है कि मैं ये वाला मैंने बनाया, वो भी मैंने, नाउ व्हाट डू आई डू. सो जब इस गाने का जो मेन हुक लाइन है, विच इज मुझ में यादें हैं तेरी, दिन भी शामें हैं तेरी, तुझसे बातें ना हो मेरी फिर भी बातें हैं तेरी. बहुत सिंपल सी बात है. जब मुझे लगता है हर एक जनरेशन में ये रेजोनेट होएगा, ये थॉट, ये लिरिक्स. एंड मुश्किल तो नहीं था, मैं कह सकता हूँ कि बहुत ज़रूरी था. और इस गाने की एक, मैं मानता हूँ हर गाने की डेस्टिनी, इस गाने का वक्त अब है. ये बना ऑलमोस्ट, वी हैव मेड इट since the last 2 years we've been working on it. He has worked on it, we've done so many drafts of it, but kahin na kahin abhi it is reaching its release. So somewhere this song has grown up with us, and now it's reaching a stage where now we will put it into the world. and from there I think every person will come back and hopefully say that you touched our hearts. But that's all we want to do, because that is the kind of music जो हम तीनों करना चाहते हैं, and साथ में we have someone as good and as really talented as Matteo. So मुझे यानी ऐसा कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं हुआ इस प्रोसेस में. ऑब्वियसली आगे पीछे वी वर रिकॉर्डिंग एंड स्पीकिंग ऑन जूम कॉल्स एंड ऑल, बट बोथ ऑफ देम वर ऑलवेज देयर. दे वुड कीप कमिंग एंड वर्किंग ऑन द सॉन्ग, एंड लिरिक्स में ये बहुत इन्वॉल्व रहती है. और कभी कभी हम लोग बहुत अच्छे टेक्स कर लेते तो भी सुकृति बोले नहीं 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 एक और नहीं नहीं 1 नहीं 5 मोर. सो बट उन्हीं चीज़ों की वजह से ये गाना सक्सेसफुल होगा और ये गाना सब कुछ हुआ है, क्योंकि सब ने अपना बेस्ट किया. सो दैट विल शो व्हेन द सॉन्ग ड्रॉप्स, पीपल विल नो दैट इट्स डन बाय 4 very simple hearted, kind hearted musicians, and that's it.
So Matteo, well, it's a heartbreak song with a Bollywood twist. So how challenging was it to blend the language and cultures with it?
Well, I think that when at the bottom there is like a beautiful melody, a beautiful music, then this is a very good point of start, but I think at the same time that we at the end of the recording we were all surprised about how somehow the two languages were blending together. And I think that when this comes naturally, so I think you made what the most important thing was. So when something is natural and authentic, I mean, that's it. I think the game is done in a good way. And I mean, I'm very excited about this. Even if I remember this thing actually when I was recording the English part. I remember that at the beginning I was following a little bit too much, maybe exactly what Indian melodies and sounds is. And so we had to, of course, personalize it and make it your own, in your way. But yes, once again, today that I listen back to the song, I really enjoy it and gives me like a very beautiful vibe. So I'm very happy of the results.
When was the first time you realized that you too want to establish a career in music as a musician like your father?
Well, I started to, of course, music has always been, it's not been an element coming into my life. It's always been part of my life. And at the age of 7 years old, I started to play the piano, and slowly I was singing, but I was doing just for myself, just in my own. And I was pretty shy when I was a kid, and so I was singing mostly in front of my mom, even because my father's house was always full of people, always work. And slowly I started to open up by singing in front of the entire family, friends, and I started to break the ice. And then Follow Me, the duet I did with my father in 2018. We had this idea, and I remember my father was working on his new album called See, and he was receiving many songs, and one of this one was Follow Me, and I recognized that the melody was very inspired, and even if it was a little bit pop for my father's style, I said maybe if I sing it for him, maybe I can somehow convince him, no? And so when I did the demo, then Bob Ezrin, the producer, he said, "Who's this guy singing?" He said, "Andrea's son." I said, "Oh wow, for real?" So I think this song could be like an amazing idea to make a duet. So this is how Follow Me came out, and that's been the moment where I understood that music was going farther, than just a passion.
Prakriti and Sukriti, your latest track single Saiya is taking internet by storm. So would you like to sing a few lines for the viewers?
सिंगल सैया जी अब तो ना देर करो, प्यार की बातें दो हमसे भी शेयर करो. सिंगल सैया जी अब तो ना देर करो, प्यार की बातें दो हमसे भी शेयर करो. सिंगल सैया जी, सिंगल सैया जी.
Apart from what you've been working on with these musicians, have you listened to any other Indian or Bollywood songs that have attracted you, maybe? And are you planning to like work with other Indian artists apart from these guys?
Well, I think the collaborations has to born in a very natural and authentic way, and this is what I felt when I had the pleasure to and I received this collaboration, and so it's a little bit. I received this question even when I did Follow Me. Now they do it with my father. They asked me if I was going to do like some other collaboration in general or with my father, and I always answered yes if there's something that I really feel authentic and natural to myself. Even Follow Me, it's something that worked because it was authentic, the relationship between my father, and so that was a song about the relationship between father and son, and that's why it worked. And so now I just want to enjoy this moment, my debut with these amazing people that are not only amazing talent but also beautiful inside, and then we'll see. I want to take one step at a time.
Well, so would you like to give a perfect sign off by singing a couple of lines from any of your songs that could depict your visit to India, and maybe these guys could sing along.
मुझ में यादें हैं तेरी, दिन भी शामें हैं तेरी, तुझे से बातें ना हो मेरी फिर भी बातें हैं तेरी.
Close my eyes and I see you in my dreams, in my heart too. Every time it's the same and you tell me I miss you, Amore.
Thank you guys. Thank you for interacting with us. This is Nehal Gautam with cameraman Sunny from Republic TV.